What's up guys, it's Get Ready to Battle, and today I'm going to be playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Now I have been playing this on my own, and I enjoy this game and I kind of want to show it off. So maybe Wednesdays, instead of just being just Yu-Gi-Oh, will be some Magic also. I think for today's video though, I'm just going to go over the decks I currently have, instead of trying to do anything new with this, or anything focused with a specific deck. Just go with each deck once, play it once, move on. So let's go. Let's start off with, in the play section. We're going to do oldest to newest, because when you play a deck, it goes to here of most recent. So we're just going to keep doing this one. We have this 1930s deck. This is just colorless. It has some 2-drops that go into 4-drops on turn 3, into even more mana, such as Ugin, which feels like when I fight against it, they always have it in their hand, and other stuff. A lot of lands that aren't really doing anything, but just happen to be slightly better than a colorless land. Like this one, you can maybe get a card, and yada yada. It feels weird because either I'm going for this strat. It feels like either you do heavy Eldrazi's or heavy into like Turbo Ugin. It feels like I want Glaring Fleshbreaker is a really good card, but it does not work well in this deck because I want to play 2-drop so I can play 4-drop on turn 3. This is a 3-drop that also wants me to cast things after it's already hit the field. So it's like I'm supposed to have one of these and then not cast it, and then turn 4 after casting this and having this not die, cast one of these to get an advantage. And that just doesn't feel like it works out well. It feels awkward. Bombs are still strong, but it just feels a bit hit or miss. So we're going to play it. I'm also playing with untapped.gg side, so I can see my own deck, the opponent's deck. Also, we are playing Karn, so the sideboard matters. Not too much, but yeah. Who cares? I don't like mulliganing, so I'm just going to keep probably every hand. Also, I'm going to be doing this against the bot, which has 1 of 5 decks. You know, just to play it out. I'm not going to play this. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just ramp. I could wait to do this in the turn for that, but I don't want to. Okay, that was wicked. Plays a tapping. Plays a mana rock. Feels weird. Okay. Okay, again, that is a strong payoff to playing the game. 4, 5, 6. Next turn 7. No, let's do this. I don't have it anyway. Anyways, next turn. So this card, I can cast color spells. I mean, when I cast color spells, again, little, like, treasure knockoff. But also, whenever a colorless creature enters, which is the treasure knockoff, it deals the damage. So if I cast this, it can deal 2 damage. Or if I cast this, trigger, make a 1. But also another problem with this card, which is a more meta-textual problem instead of like an actual problem. Here, I can scry 1, draw a card. Give me the land. I want to cast this next turn. Another problem, for example, here, I'll just sack this, gain 3 life. Don't need to. Normally in Magic, like as you saw on turn 3, once you can't cast anything, priority's gone. This one, it always gives you priority to cast this, which sucks. I don't want to have to constantly do the I'm passing my entire turn thing because of this little idiot. But you do. And that's part of the reason I don't like it. Oh god, you can tell from priority what cards they have, and this guy has Unsummon. Let's knock the flyer out. No, let's knock the 2-1. I can't profitably block the 2-1. And swing in. Totally nothing bad will happen. Why did I swing at the 0-1? Ugin, very powerful. Against normal decks, you use minus and exile the entire board, except it's a bot, so it's weak. I say as if I'm much better. Very soon we get to draw 7, put 7 permanents on the battlefield. I'm probably going to put lands on, because then I want to cast my spells because of this card. Let's go. Let's just tap everything. 4, 5. Yeah, I think I do want to cast it. Let's also kill this guy. Let's cast this guy. Let's cast this guy. We have a play land for turn. Also, look at bonus damage because it itself was a creature. Let's try 1. I don't need a land. And then next turn, we get to ultimate our Planeswalker. He doesn't even recognize to attack it. Let's do it. Draw 7. Gain zone. Put 7 things in. Put the lands in, definitely. Yeah, put another Ugin in. Why not? Let's keep a good one. Gain 2 life because that thing entered. I'm gonna kill the flyer. It's also bad because it's a mandatory target card in opponent's grave, exile it. And I was playing a card that can get cards out of my opponent's grave. So if I can't do that, that's bad. Now let's tap for 6 mana, which will be this. And I'll play Ugin, the Inevitable, to make these things cost 2 less. And look, now Eldrazi. And I can also +1, make it 2/2. Wee. We made it 2/2. Which is also this, so I can maybe bolt this to get this in my hand. But now, everything costs 2 less, so I'm playing this for free. Costs 2 less, so I'm playing this for free. And if this kind of has anti-synergy with Planeswalkers, but it's better than the alternative. Let's do this. Why did I not tap you? I'm not going to go low in my hand. Let me sacrifice Hedron Archive, draw 2. Let's play this for free. Let's play this for free. The Lemboss is back. It goes infinitely. So, okay, that card's a good card. I don't think I can cast it this turn. I can, because spawns go burr. I kind of want to just undo. Hey, free token. Okay. My colorless spells have +2/+2. I mean, colorless creatures are +2/+2. Look at how big they are. You get double. Okay, you get double mana for tap a permanent for mana. Guess what? These don't tap. And if you cast the colors, you gain 2, which is nice. So what I can do is I can take away my land. I shouldn't have tapped the ones that don't have 70 seconds. Too late now. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I mean, I'm gonna gain 3 life, not draw 3. That's just a completely different thing. Oh, and also he's at 5 because I kept dealing him damage to him. So let's just kill him. And he's dead. We'll bang. So that's how this deck works of his deck number 1. Next up. Oh yeah, also I guess I'll describe this deck now because I'm not gonna play with it. It's not an actual deck. It's purely just so I know some crafts to do. Currently I'm doing just some decks. Here's just cards I want to craft. So I can easily access them because they're not indexed. That's it. I currently have these for other decks, but they're different rarities. So if I want a certain rarity, I have it in there. Why is that there? That's weird. Next up, here's a deck that I'm surprised right now. It's at the bottom. It's called Not As Bad Combo. It's a combo. 3 Blind Mice lets you make a token that's a copy of a token you control. Now, what if you could make it a token, such as with this card? The rest of it is just draw power. This draws cards. This draws cards. This gets a deck. Through the deck. This draws cards. The Caretaker Sound draws cards a lot. And what if you just then played cards like, oh, it blocks and also makes tokens. This thing. Some cards just gain you life to make me survive long enough. This card's also a alternate win con. I have like 5 guys, they just get bigger. Now I have 5 4/4s, and that's enough. Fountain power it. Stuff like that. So let's just show off the combo. Because it is then technically infinite. To describe this deck. This one I do occasionally play. I'm surprised it's at the bottom. I guess I just haven't played it recently. Okay, so this has 1/2 of the combo, and that's good enough to keep. I'm going to use the Fountain Port to put a land on top of my deck. And this is dangerous. I have a lot of ground blockers in my hand. I do not have flying blockers, and that is a flyer. So that means I'm on the clock. Okay, so I can play land, cat, gain a life. Or not gain life, draw a card. Wait. I'm thinking of Carrot Cake. Okay, oh god, so now I'm on the 6 turn clock. I have 6 more turns. I don't want to block that. I can make more blockers. Let me Carrot Cake. Make a 1/1 and scry 1. Okay, so I just have occasional. I don't have any. What's that one card called? Get Lost. This is a rare, and I don't want to waste the crafting on a rare. So I just put in these 2 removal spells because hey, it makes me last longer if their things are dead. So I think maybe not next turn. Maybe in 2 turns I'll hold up magic. Caretaker's Talent, huh? I'll play this. Do I want a +1 right now? Nah. I'll knock the flyer out of this guy. Especially if he now, this turn, plays the one that makes them stronger. It's not what I meant. I'm also now glad I didn't, because then I have 3 ground blockers and then only 2, so I can actually properly block that. Knock him out of the sky. Okay, but now every time I make a token, I get to draw a card. So I get to play this cat and draw a card. And now I get to play this carrot cake. And I scry one. I'll keep you on top, I guess. And then draw a card. Land. And I do not think I need any more lands. I pass. And next time he swings with 2 of these, I can triple block one of them to kill it. He also got a turtle. He's got a turtle now. And now he's not even attacking because he knows. He's afraid. Playing this. I'm going to play this. So I can make a rabbit and scry one. I'm going to put the land on the bottom. I do also have 2 of these, which means I could just use one of them right now. Maybe just turn this guy into a real boy. Could exile this, get a new one. That new one has just entered the battlefield, so you get to draw a card. Could. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because they don't have removal, so I don't need to have recursion. I'm going to now draw 3 cards. 2, 3. I've seen the combo. Maybe I wait to do this instead. I think I want to do this, actually. Then on opponent's turn, I can go play this at instant speed. Or maybe even this. I'll gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay, and then we pass. Funny enough, this is also just a win con, because I just have a bunch of tokens, and then now they're 3/3s. Swing. 4 3/3s is 12 damage, and that's a lot. And you know what? Let's play 2/2 Vigilance. Gain a life, draw 2 cards. And also, little tech, in case you don't like waiting. Hovering your mouse over the thing. I mean, if you... I should not have used those words. If you draw a card, it does this animation of where it goes wee to the edge of the thing. Edge of your hand. But if you just put your mouse over it, then it doesn't happen. You just immediately gets put to hand. Get to skip it. Okay, so we exile this. Now we have a token of it. Wee! Makes a 1/1. Gain life, gain life, gain life. And then, you know what, I'll do this now. I don't want to actually draw more cards. Okay, and then we go... do nothing. Technically this is solved, but I'm going to have to pass priority a lot. Because now I can crack this at any time to give these guys... You may cast them from your graveyard, but only the creatures in my grave. Now, oh, time to make a token. There's a copy of a token I control. Oh, look, I'll pick this token. Wee. And then this makes a mouse because it just entered. Okay, and then also, eventually, you just have a lot of these, because then Chapter 3, this will make a copy, and this will make a copy. Which is a lot. Now, let's do this. Let me do this. Or maybe we just do more right now. Who knows? So then, so if you know the Fibonacci sequence, it's just that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. So it gets pretty strong pretty quickly. Or pretty large number pretty quickly. Look, we have 3 guys waiting. Now I just swing. I don't even need to worry about blockers because I probably lethal. It's probably lethal. It's not lethal. There's some... I know, through the power of how this game works. Not how this game works, how this plugin works. Is that this will disappear when they're dead. And they aren't dead. I mean, they didn't disappear, thus they aren't dead. Look, I'm at 23 life through the power of life gainers. Did anything die? The thing I cared about died. Sweet. Okay, time for me to make an army of mice. What you should do, assuming you're in person and doing this, which is not possible because this card's a copy, we could do it in other ways. Like, I think there's a new Jessica card that came out that's 5 mana, that you exile a guy from grave and make a copy of it, so you can exile this, which I think I have 1 copy of, but that's 3 mana. This is only 1 mana. It's a lot easier to do. Let me play this. And play this. And swing. And also, eventually, like, let's say they have really big guys. These also get infinitely big. They don't get trampled, but they get infinitely big. Because Chapter 4 is plus, because now we have infinite copies of 3 round mice, 3 infinite turns. And then, they will get infinitely big, because each one will give them +1/+1 in vigilance. So, infinite guys who are infinitely big is good enough to kill. So that's how that deck works. The next deck. Here's Boros, and why did I played you more recently than this? Feels weird. Okay, Boros Energy. It's like this energy, which actually I'll play first, because first I played this energy, which was just energy cards, and then I threw in Luris, because, ooh, they're cheap. We have Guide of Souls, we have Tune the Narrative, we have Giving Discharge. Makes more energy, energy, energy. Literally everything in here cares about energy. Or gives me it, so I can spend it. And then just lands, and then here's lands that I crafted some of these. I should not have done that, I should have crafted some other lands. Because I don't ever want to craft lands, because I don't ever want to craft lands. Yeah, Boros Energies. Three color energy. I forgot what the name of it was already. Let's play the 3-color energy first to get an idea of what it is. Oh, look, it's good. We can do this and this and this, and eventually I'll just play my 2-drops from Grave, because this card's busted. I'll pay 2 life and have this enter untapped. It's a 1-mana 1/2 that will give me energy. This also is able to use the non-alchemy versions. Okay, so I could remove it, or I can start doing follow-up. Unstable Amulet. It's time for Unstable Amulet to draw me a card right now. It is drawing me a card. Soon it will draw me a card. So now it's as if this is in my hand. This card, I can cast it until I do get a new one with this. Okay, which means including if this leaves, which it just doesn't leave because I don't play this on ladder. Let me grab this. Time to draw a card and gain 2 energy. Now this is probably one I should play now. Because when you care about your mana, or I play that now. Hello there, card that gives me bonus energy in my energy deck, which is gonna be win more in an actual deck that plays good cards. But I like it because I like winning. So what if I could win even more? I'm playing this. Oh, time to gain 2 energy. Oh, whoa, it's 3. And time to exile 2 and draw 1. And let me do... I'll play this, pay 2 life. I'll play this from my hand. I gain 3 energy, which is 4. I'll play 2 energy to get the top card, and I can play it. And look, I spent 4 energy this turn. Time to draw a card. So this is a very neat resource engine. Assuming it's very good at spending energy. So this is good when you spend energy. So you just keep repeating. And then I'll just take the 4 damage. No, my Guide of Souls. It was a good card. Well, I guess I'll need to play the cards in my hand. Let me actually... No. Let me play this card. I don't want to use colorless. Let me use red. Because I can easily spend energy. And also, if you cast a spell from outside your hand, it deals 1 to each opponent per copy. So I'll do this, draw a new card. Okay, now this one's actually bad to exile. Because it has an effect when cast from the hand. So I gain 2 energy, then if you cast it from your hand, you get to cast a card from the top of your library. Let me do this. I'll pay 1 energy using this, which I'll have plenty of. Now I'll deal 2 damage to it. It's now dead. And it's time to draw a card. That's 7. Time to grab the top card of my library. There's a Guide of Souls. Let me go this. Guide of Souls. Extra 2 damage. I don't even need to attack. I'll just keep spinning wheels until they die through the power of Unstable Amulet. As far as this also lets you cast stuff from grave, so it triggers Unstable Amulet. It's time to draw 2 cards. Casually draws 2 cards. Okay, this card's not useful that much. I'm kind of just playing this because I can get back Luris in case they get rid of it. Because, oh, that's their biggest creature. Kill him. Okay, let's go land here. Let's go this thing. Play this. And, okay, well, we cast this using 2 energy. Time to do more energy. Okay, the problem is also, they are given priority. Often. Let's go... Actually, I probably should just kill him. I have a way to. Funny enough, you don't even have to choose anything with this. You could just cast it. I guess I will choose this. Oh, I think I do have lethal then, assume he doesn't have anything. Yeah, I'll pay 1 energy and get Guide of Souls back. Look, I have 21 energy. That's crazy. That's totally going to be a good idea. Let me do this. And put counters on this guy. And put counters on this guy. And now he dies. I was going to keep spinning wheels because that's how I enjoy it. But we have places to be. We have things to do. I can't just keep showing off my spinning wheels decks. Even though I'd love to. That was one game with that. Okay. Next game I'm going to show off the other one that's still at the bottom. Boros Energy. It's very similar, but we cut blue so it can be more consistent. And we put in other cards. So here's Mishra's Bauble, specifically for Luris to keep drawing cards. We have some cat synergy. Here's 4 copies of Ocelot Pride, 1 copy of Vajani. I would play more, but I only own 1. I don't want to keep spending mythic rares. We have here's 4 carrot cakes. They can be done with Luris. They scry. They make tokens. Here's a cat, so if it dies, it triggers a Johnny. Think of this. And then just still red colors. We're also playing some bad lands now instead of just the good ones from the other deck because they tap for 2 colors, and I really want both my colors. And by bad, I just mean like tap lands that don't really provide much, such as a mana sink in a deck that already has Luris, thus doesn't need a mana sink. This is not a good hand. I'm keeping. Like, we do not need tap land that gains 1 life in this deck. I'm doing it anyway. Actually, we kind of do. There's a certain card that likes it. Let me actually play Mountain first, so I can hold up this card, because they have a 2 mana 2/1 haste that they could cast. I said could, not would. Let me pay 1 energy. Blow it up. And then we go this, play this. Probably should have played this so he'd probably flip it on his own turn. But there we go. I'm actually waiting to play this because if I don't have Guide of Souls, then the way I would like to trigger Ocelot Pride on turn 1, as in the turn you play it, is by playing this tap land. So I think I'll hold up a red. If he tries to use a removal spell on the Ajani himself, then I'll Guaranteed Discharge, kill the token, flip Ajani, because it is still a Planeswalker. Not still a Planeswalker. I'll swing in. Alright, let's buy Luris. I'll pay 3 mana to put in my hand. And I'll play this and I'll scry 1. I do not need another land. To the bottom you go. Then soon, next turn, I can go untap land, Luris, cat, draw a card. Or I can do this. I'm going to play Ocelot Pride. I'm going to play the land that gains me a life. I can't cast Luris because I'm out of white sources. I'm playing Static Prison. I am exiling this card. I am going to swing for 3. I'm going to pass the turn, but first I make a cat. I make 2 cats, because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents. The 10th permanent was the cat. Dang it, it doesn't die. You know what? Fuck you. If it's already dying, I'm flipping a Johnny while I'm at it. Because it's when a guy dies, but this card specifically says, or reduced to ashes specifically says, exile it instead, so it doesn't actually die. Oh, perfect. This is the perfect card to draw right now, actually. Because this card, I like using his 0, which makes a cat. Then if you have a red permanent, hit something for how many things you have. So, this is the red permanent. Let me cast this. Let's go this. Let me Mishra's Bauble, look at the top of your deck. And I draw a card next turn. Whoa, it's a land. Let me cast this. Let me look at the top of my deck. Whoa. Okay, I actually could do... Yeah, I'm gonna do this. 5 damage, sir. Coming right up. Swing for 3. End of turn. Make copies. Make a cat and then make a copy of every token that entered, including a Johnny's token. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll pay 1 life. Let me draw a card using this. Oh, it's a cat. Playing the cat. I like to draw a card. Oh, it's a cat. I'm trying to play a cat. I just want to see anything again. It's not a cat. Yeah. Cat. And for after. Time to draw a card. Not draw a card, but, you know. Okay, and there goes 4 lands. And then I cast this, because everything's so cheap. Then the most you can spend is 2. So, having this is good synergy with this. Okay, anyways, I like to do 14 to any target. Bang. It's fun. I happen to draw the one of, but you know, if you play enough good cards, they're all good. I mean, it doesn't matter which ones you draw. I know I'm not playing only good cards, but still. Okay, so that's that deck. The next deck is this one, which is one of my more staple ones. It's literally just kill spells. I'm not actually going to play it because it's going to take forever, but the idea is simply kill every single thing your opponent plays. You don't need to waste crafts on this. If you have like crafts you don't know how to spend, or you want to spend but you don't know what to spend on, find a black removal spell, throw it in. This is good enough. Like we got this is in the 4-drop. It actually belongs in the 3-drop. It's just 3 mana, exile target creature, instant. It's just better than murder in 15 different ways, except it's only on alchemy, and you can't put it in all commander decks. But Deadly Cover Up is a big board, right? Virtue Persistence. Okay, and then the win cons we have are Virtue Persistence. We have Tithing Blades Flip, which we can get a creature with this, or a creature with Replicating Terror, which makes them sack a non-token, and you get a copy of it in your grave. So you exile with this, and then you're gaming. I would show this deck, but this deck is a control deck that takes a long time to win, and it already feels like we're low on time. So I'm not showing off this deck, even though this is one of the ones I'm more willing to play than others. Of the ones I'm willing to play, we have we have this one, we have this one occasionally if I need to cast a bunch of green spells or creature spells. This one I only made because of the current event that's going on. This one I play in standard. So it's about like this one, and this one are the ones I play. Mainly this one and this one. So if I actually need to like go play on standard to try to complete this, like blue or black spells. Well then, hello black spells to cast often. Hello blue spells to cast often. Maybe I play this. This one's also was here. So I'm gonna skip over this, but it's just removal spells. Removal spells with occasionally control wing on. It loses sometimes, it wins sometimes. Yeah. Okay, budget. This deck is a copy of this deck. This deck was a cancel. This deck right here is a deck that I forgot who did good with it, but it's in a certain video on someone's channel. Not of them doing it, but of them playing one that did well. This was like did good in a big tournament, and it's only using only using commons and rares. Where's the common that I was playing? I think exactly Ignite Reflection, but it's just not common and rares. Only it's except for Ignite Vision, it's only uncommons, which means you don't need any rares, don't need any mythics. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll copy it. It's just a black creature. I mean, it plays black creatures and does advantage stuff. This is the actual list. As you see, I don't own all the cards. So I've been slowly crafting them with the uncommons, except now I'm kind of moving away from it because it's like good enough. Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't mean to click play. Wait, cancel. Okay, I'm surrendering. MTG. Exit the game. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. Wait, that's like close out of the game, not concede. There's a separate one for when you're in the game to concede. I don't actually want to play a game. I want to first show it off. So it's this deck, but it's slightly worse because I don't have all the cards for it. So I made some replacements based on what I have. And as I've been getting new cards, I've been replacing certain cards in it. So this one, like, it has a fourth, this guy, because I like how this card works high roll. I owned one copy of this, so I throw it in. I own 2 more now for a different deck. I don't own all these. I throw in Reassembling Skeleton, because that's cool. I think that's actually it now. I'm very close to it. Okay, also 2 less swamps for this. Also, the auto-tapper hates tapping for this, even though I often don't have a swimming grave. So it's just, I need 2 more of this, 2 more of this, 1 more, 1 more. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm 6 rares away from having the whole, well, 8 rares away from having the whole deck. Not rares. 8 uncommons away from having the whole deck. But I don't want to spend 8 uncommons. It feels like they take a while to get there, and I don't want to spend like 2 or 3 weeks doing the finishing touches of a deck if I don't think I'm certain on it. But let's play it. Let's play the version that I have, which has minor changes to it. Okay, we have good, and I always keep the hands. We have a one-shot. It's just black creatures that keep coming back from grave, which is why I threw this in. We have Here's a Deep Cavern Bat. Let me see your hand, green deck. 2, 3, 4, and 5 mana plays. Give me your 2 mana play. Let's Mississippi Curve. And Sync for 2. Land go. Wonderful. I'm going to impend this guy to make it so I can basically cast it for free. But it gets effect now. I'm going to do this one and cast it. Even though I see these can all be done from the grave, thus it's a good idea to put them in grave. And occasionally the ones that can't be done from grave, you put those ones back, while milling ones that want to come out in the grave. Now, ignore the fact that one of those is one of the ones I added, but still. Okay, I can anoint, exile this, swing for 5, and just in case, I'll return this guy to the battlefield. There you go. I have 6 power, and he has 10 life. It's like a black aggro deck. It's like a black aggro deck, but then once they try to turn the corner, you just keep coming out of the grave. You are behind them in the corner. So I'm gonna full swing. I'm just gonna swing with everything, and they didn't block any of it, so I can play both of these. And this card, I must say, this 1/1, amazing blocker. Even though it's, I should stop gassing up this card because it's a lot of mana, and it's a lot more mana than the other cards compared to its effect. Okay, and then, oh wow, swing. This is just how the deck ends up playing out. The deck ends up playing out, but I like having my games last as long as possible. Like this card, comes back if a non-skeleton died. The other one, comes back, period. Some cards come back if you commit a crime. So you really like triggering the... so you really just like triggering this. You just love triggering this. I keep having things come out of the grave. And then also, this card makes things go in the grave. This card can exile itself from grave to draw a card. Then some cards that also just commit crimes for this. Hey, you, my opponent, sack a creature. Hey, you, give me a card in hand. Hey, you, exile that. Hey, you, give me a card in hand. Hey, you, let me exile that. Nice. And then also one of these, with more of these in the sideboard, and the fourth one of this goes in the sideboard, and other sideboard cards. In fact, I think the original might have it, or maybe I scrapped it all. Let me check. Sideboard. No, I scrapped it, because I didn't like seeing all the casts. Okay. So now let's go play. Next deck is going to be my artifacts deck. This one I made. So the thing is, Synthesizer is a good card. That's the main point. It has some synergy, like other ones that trigger it by having big things enter. You make constructs that are hard to deal with when they get in multiples, and it's very easy to get in multiples. This thing lets you get bonus tokens to make them slightly bigger, and also to make copies. This one's a removal spell for 3 mana with flash. This one just tests something down every turn. This one I eventually want to replace because it's 4 mana and dies quickly. With this one, which is more recent, and basically this one better. Except for when you don't have any artifacts, in which case, why the fuck would you play it? This one's just 1 copy. It probably doesn't even need to exist. This one's also a removal spell. This one doesn't look like it makes sense. This one kind of makes sense. This one doesn't make sense. Until you see this card to make artifact tokens of it. So this is an artifact, and keeps making artifacts, and these artifacts trigger this. And even if not, if you just happen to draw these cards, oh, guess what, you're gaming. Card advantage. Here's a counter spell, but I don't like holding up mana. This thing's a good card. This one's just a good card. It's just like, oh yeah, it's a 2 mana 1/1, but every turn makes a 2/2. It's just you get a 0/2 that becomes a 2/2, and if you have 2 of them, then you make 2 4/2s every turn. 3 of them, you make 3 6/2s every turn. So it's pretty good. Just even at just prolonging the game. In fact, I'll demonstrate now. Now this one, you're actually more willing to mulligan compared to other decks of mine. Okay, so like this hand doesn't really do anything, so I'm gonna mulligan. This hand does something because it still lurks. I'm gonna get rid of this card. I'm going to play Island Pass. Not Island, Plains. Okay, now I'll go Island. Okay, this card isn't going to be useful right now. It can be useful for other things. Like the 2 copies of... this card makes copies of tokens. Of artifact tokens. So you can make make a copy of it. Now this enters and you scry 2. So you get to control the rest of your draws. Now it is kind of awkward of how these are... Everything's 3 mana. It wants you to cast 3 mana things. The optimal way is probably Affinity. I said 3/3. Well, guess what? I'm gonna also have a 3/3. Let me scry 1 first. I'm keeping that on top. You better believe it. And this one can tap things down, which also means that's holding priority when I don't need it to, which feels bad. Okay. So we can go cast this. And we can go. I don't have a land. I'm gonna make my guy actually small. Actually, no. I'm gonna go combat, swing with a 6/6. Do you want to block it with a bunch of things? Bot who does not know stuff. Each unblocked it. Time to make it smaller and make this one explore. Maybe there's a land on top. There was. Land for turn. Pass. And the question is this card going to... Okay, it's a 4/4. 4/4 fights target creature you don't control. And it's a May, so you don't have to. It's a bot. It always does. It just always fights, even if it's smaller. Because, I mean, what's smaller than a 4? What's bigger than a 4/4? Okay, so now, I don't want to do that. I will do this, though. I can copy token of this. Whoa, we get to scry too. I'm actually going to keep that on top and this on top. Because if I have more in hand. And then, whoa, let's make a copy of this. And then we get to scry too. Back to me this. Doing this one, actually. Map. Whoa, it's a land. I already play a land for turn. Never mind. I'm going to swing in for 18. Take 9. Go. It just makes big guys. And then, like 3 9/9s is 27. And he starts at 20. So it's good enough. Especially since, like, right now I can go this, tap this down. My turn. This says untapped. This, tap this down. Swing it. But I want to do a little bit of BM. You know, a little. As a treat. Wait, duh. Of course this isn't going to trigger. This isn't an artifact yet. And now it is. Artifact. Trigger. Make guys. Also, this makes maps. Funny enough. So I could make copies of this. Or I'm going to make a copy of this. We're going to get the... We're going to make the tail even longer. And... swing with 3 copies of 21/21.
Want to play again?
Voila. Or like even we make copy of this and then just keep making copy of the exile every turn. Should we just exile everything? Every creature they have? Unfortunately the exile is mandatory, so if you just want it to trigger your thing, it doesn't work. So that's how that deck works. Next up. This deck's a bad deck. So maybe I just won't go over it and I'll just look at it. So I got a maze. I used to craft on the maze's end, so I got every single gate. So I have, in this deck, has at least one of every of the dual colored gates, and it's playing 4 copies of the ones that are green. This is mainly a green deck, but technically has this one that also has blue in it, and where is the Mosswood Red Knight blocks, and it has black in it, which is why it looks like a 3-color deck. It's a 1-color deck. If I had more of this, I'd play it, but just get the lands. Get lands, scry. This card gets a non-basic land, even enter tapped. I mean, can even enter the battlefield. This card is not even good. This guy can let you trigger this multiple times, I guess. It's not a good idea. Stall. Death touch. This thing can get lands, maybe, if you hit them. Additional landfall. Let your lands enter untapped. Let your lands enter any color. Maybe get an additional land. Maybe get 5 lands and then wait 5 turns. Search for 2 gates. Additional land and then play off the top. It's a dumb deck where you just race your opponent on, or race the bot on seeing if you can do this before you die. Racing the opponent does not seem like a good idea, so I'm just not even going to give it the time of day. Look at this deck. I started building it. I feel like it was better when I was playing a bunch of bad cards in it. Maybe it was just because it took longer to kill and then it was better. So this deck is ninjas, but it isn't really doing anything strong. It feels like it's not good enough. So we have a bunch of these alchemy cards. Unlike, say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Where, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Only down... I mean, it's like... In alchemy, they can upgrade cards instead of just downgrade cards. So, like, this card. Oh, this card, which I can go like this. To here, to see it better. Wait, that's what I meant. Like, this card. How do I... There you go, him. So you can try to craft it. So this card, default, 4 mana 3/4, but it can be an unblockable. What if it was just a 1 mana 0/4? Infinitely better, so much better. You wouldn't believe how much better it is. If I saw that in person, I would on-site rip it in half. Not actually. Like Moon Circuit Hacker. This card. Here, let me do this. Okay, no, I guess I can't. Well, let me just do then. There we go. This card. also gets the ability to just to scry 2 when you hit him. Why not? Scry 2, draw 1, discard 1. Because, or scry 2, draw 1 if it entered this turn. Just why not? Discard, also alchemy. What does it do? It goes from a, it goes from a 3-2, so it can die pretty easily, to a 2-4, which is so much better. Because then it could block, and then you swing in. Because this one lets itself just stay on the field and do useful things. Where's the one? This one would not be in this deck if it wasn't alchemy. This one, ninjutsu for a blue and a black. This one, ninjutsu for one of either. So much better. And it's a pump guy, and it makes you guys cheaper. This card's just a good card. I'm worried to play 3 of it because it's legendary. Maybe I should just play 3 of it. I don't know what I should cut. What I would cut though. Like this one's a good enough. Actually no, cut you, throw you in. No. This card makes you guys unblockable. This thing could read 2-mana draw too. Enter the Enigma is a good card, but I don't want to use crafts on it. So I pulled 1 and I threw it in. Also, I made the guy a different one for this deck. Here, because they earned it. Okay. It's also playing only for lands. It's playing islands, and then some cards that tip 2 because black's a splash. Even though it looks like I'm playing a very heavy mono card. Let's go tap land, pass. Turn 2, I can play this. Actually, I feel like he has a removal spell. So I'll play this one. Thought so. Called it. Because it could be a pump spell. It could also be the give himself a scry 1 ability. Which means in case it's that, I don't want to actually do. So if he tries to scry 1, gives himself +1/+0 and first strike and scry 1, then he'd be like, no. So he's gonna swing at me. I'm gonna block. He's gonna make a 1/1, so it's not that good for me. But then it's like, oh no, he's giving himself bigger. Put it back in your hand. I keep my guy around. Unfortunately, I can't really attack with this guy because this stuff is bigger, unless I play a Planeswalker. This card also has ninjutsu, so I can ninjutsu it in. It does a few abilities. Surveil 2, draw a card if you hit your opponent. Tap target creature, puts 2 in hand. Or, the place what I like to do because I like win more. +1, give all ninjas +1/+1 forever. And look, I'm playing ninjas. These sure are ninjas. Hello, Ness Robber. Okay, so he's got +1/+1 haste. He's got first strike. So I'm gonna block like this. So he doesn't want to use it. My problem is I should make him use it. I'm going to +1 the emblem. I'm going to swing. Okay, so now here's what I'm gonna do, which is not a good idea, but I like win more. So I'm doing this. I'm saying a stop for after damage. So now, in the after damage step, I'm gonna ninjutsu, which for 3 mana, but costs 1 less to do this. Him back in, and since he entered the battlefield this turn, then he can use his abilities again. I don't need this. I'll put the land on top, because mana. But bang, another +1/+0. Ninjas get bigger. Yeah, this is somewhat dangerous because we're gonna take 8 damage. Never mind, we aren't taking damage. He's taking 8 damage, and I just put a copy of him on the bottom. I can do this technically. Do I want to? No. But since I would need to play a land. Let's do this. I would like to draw a card, good sir. Okay, so these guys are the little ninja ones. I'll keep them on top. Purely because this. Let's guess this guy. And, oh wow, if only I had a 1-mana 5/9 through the power of 3 Planeswalker emblems and 2 with this guy. A 1-mana 5/9 would make anyone die just from being near you. I mean, you could just play 1-mana 5/9. Just block everything, who cares? In fact, let's surveil one. Let's get rid of the top card of the deck. A draw two. Who needs a draw two? Who needs a draw two? My opponent's a corpse. Also untap him. If he's tapped, he can't be blocked. But he is only a 1/1. But he's not a ninja, so he doesn't get the buffs
Want
if
to
he's
play
tapped.
again?
Yeah, that's the problem. It just feels like if that doesn't happen, then bad things happen. It doesn't feel like the rest of my decks. I already invested a bunch into it. Okay. So we have a few decks. So we have, here's a combo. I'm not going to show it because it's not useful. Not sideboard. This one. So if you have Innkeeper's Talent at level 3, if you would put one or more counters on a permanent player, double the counters. So a Planeswalker will enter with double its loyalty. So it could immediately ultimate. And if you put some counters on, poison counters on someone, they double. So if you have the Innkeeper's Talent and play this card, you can -9 immediately because it shows up at 12. Even if you -2, it shows up at 10. And they immediately have 18 poison counters and lose the game. Now the problem with that is, this is a rare and this is in mythic, and I do not want to spend crafts on these. So I'm playing a bunch of like, oh, let's deck them by getting the lands out of my deck. Let's play some black search spells. This doesn't work well. It will just spin wheels until eventually I can search one of the 2 combo pieces and then die. So it's not a good deck, so I'm not counting it. Now this is Mono Green Devotion. This deck is just nearly exactly a list I copied. Elf, 1 Oath of Nissa, Invasion, Trail of Crazy, 3 Old World Troll, Kiora, 2 Godly, 4 Leyline, Cavalier Thorns, Storm the Festival. Very simple stuff. The only difference is they had 5 lands that were also rare. Like 2 of a legendary land, the Boseiju, who endures, and 3 copies of a here. Let me go beep 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 land rare not collected. They had 3 copies of Lair of the Hydra and 2 copies of Boseiju instead of 5 Force. I said screw it, I'm putting 5 Force in because I don't want to spend that many. But also, this was just over time. Every time I got a rare, I spent it on this deck until it's complete. And this deck does things, but it also probably would benefit from me mulliganing. Like, I don't think this hand's keepable. I also don't like this card in it, even though it's a good card. Like, it's undeniably a good card. I just don't like it, because then it would mill a card I like. Like, I have 2 copies of Underworld Oddity, and then 1 or 2 of them get milled from this, and then I'm sad. This I'm not gonna untap with. No reason to waste the loyalty, especially when I can't cast anything. But next turn I can go land, untap, or this. I'm not gonna do that. Land, untap, Cavalier. It also has reach, so it's nice against specifically this blue deck when I'm testing it. But also just nice against flyers. Because previously I was playing other cards. When I had an incomplete version of the deck, I was playing the cards that I owned, which included a bunch of like 3 mana, 4 power guys, because I had this. And this, and... Okay, now this card's only useful because of a certain land. Let me go this. Time to draw a card. Another Kiora. Okay, green. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I could untap to 5, but I don't have anything to spend for 5, so I'll just do this and prepare for... Actually, I'll swing for 5. I forgot it was a 1/6. Whoops. Untap this guy. Blocker. So I guess I'll storm the festival next turn. Just look at the top 5, put 2 things in. Let me actually do that before I play land.
I should have seen that coming.
How would you have seen that? Stop listening to the bits. Or the bait. Okay. Play this. Untap this land. Now it's time to make equal to my devotion, which is how many mana pips are among things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Time to make 11 green mana. Let's storm the festival again! Festival is definitely getting stormed, I'll tell you that much. Let me put in these 2 guys. Yeah, let's put in these 2 guys. Time for me to get a land from the top 5, which happen to be this one. I'll keep this one around. And time to draw 4 cards. Oh my god, he has an unsummon in his hand, which I can tell based on what he does. Give me this card. I like this card. Oh, I have them both in hand. Neat. So next turn they die. I'm killing him next turn. Because these things is a 4-mana 4/4 trample haste, and then you pay 7 mana to transform it to make it an 8/8 that gets everything trample and haste, and also bigger. So let's play this. I'll play this.
Good.
I could have 2 unsummon, so I could also play this. I'll draw 2 cards. Alright, time to make some devotion. It's time to play this. I think I can just kill with what I currently have. So let me do transform. Funny enough, when they transform, they don't have devotion. So I'm also going to play this. And swing at the face. And oh no, one of them got unsummoned. Anyways, it's actually kind of a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 15 damage that just disappeared. Oh well. Anyways,
Congratulations.
now imagine that, but you also have like 7 more 4/4s on field that then get buffed and swing. And I bring people down to -40 from a swing. I'm like turn 6 or so. Pretty nice. Okay. Next up, here's the deck purely because they had a format. Here's the current format. You just get like the most recent 4 decks: Duskmourn, Aether Drift, Take Storm, and Foundations. And then I just was like, oh, what do I have for life gain? And then I built this life gain deck. And I only own 1 of this. I'd like to be more, but like 4 of this thing that when a guy enters gain life, 4 of this guy when it enters gain life. This guy exists around and eventually gains life. This guy can gain life, put a counter. This guy bonus life. This guy first time you gain life, make a 1/1, which then triggers more life gain. This one, when it enters, you gain a life and also draw a card. This one lets you draw cards. This one, first time you gain life, surveil 1 for one of your lands. It's pretty simple. I just haven't decrafted yet because it also went 3/0, so it was fun. That's one of the ones I can cut and not play today. Okay, it goes to the top, I guess. Okay, now this card, good deck. We have we have exactly 1 drops, 2 drops, and 7 drops. Except I never cast these for 7 mana. This card, both of these say they cost 1 less for each instant and sorcery in your grave. So we have a 1 mana 5/5 Ward 2, or 2 mana 5/5 Flash. When it enters, tap down 2 guys. So you can go, like, it's turn like 4 or 5. You have a bunch in grave. You go like, okay, I'll play this. Opponent, and then on your turn, I play this. I tap down 2 of your guys, and then I swing with both of these for 10 damage. And you start at 20 life, and that's pretty good, especially when next turn I draw more. Beanstalk triggers when I cast these. This thing I don't ever cast. I might maybe discard it using its ability, but that's because Say Its Name can put it in from deck. And Say Its Name mills cards, so you can mill instant sorcerers. Discard mills, discard mills. Discard mills, card advantage. I have 4 copies of unsummoned. This card is just unsummoned, but slightly better, so it's in the deck instead of the 4th unsummoned. Also, I don't have 4 of the same art. If I did, I would. Bushwhack either gets a land or has one of these 5/5s fight a creature. Very good. This one is the one I play in Standard. I have a very similar version, even in physical paper, to play for Standard, but I'm never actually going to play it. The lands are... I wish the lands were better, but I don't want to waste... Or I don't want to use rares on this when I could do it on cool cards. So let's go Forest, pass. Like, this one is a very good land. It just reads, oh, blue? Oh, later, green. And let's go up to Beanstalk to draw a card. Okay. And then opponent's turn, let's see what happens. I'll probably go Cash Grab. See what happens. So if I were his twin person, I would Cash Grab right now. I'm putting the crab in hand. I only put 1 in my grave. I milled 0 of them. Milled a land, enchantment, creature. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this, and I'm gonna get ready to unsummon. Just to partially put 1 in grave for this. Alright, put it back in hand. Put it back. And he plays it. And that's it. Okay, look, there's the Telerian Terror. I'm going to tap these to say its name. 1, 2, 3. I can put it in from not those. So I'm gonna grab a land. Now this is 2 mana because I milled enough, and we draw a card. And it's a 5/5. They have 5 mana, and they can play this mana dork that they just drew off the top. Yeah, I'll block. I think, based on them recklessly attacking and not having priority after they attack, they must have a... There's a card that in their deck that's glitched. It's a pump spell, but it's only at sorcery speed. So he always swings in thinking, oh, I have a pump spell, and then it doesn't do anything. Every time. Give me this. I'm gonna cast this down. Not down, but cast it. I already played a land, so I'll just swing in for 5. They block because, oh, I have a pump spell. I can win combat, and then take +4/+4 for 2 or 3 mana. Hell of a fight spell. He would do it, except he can't because of ward. So I'll cast this. I'll draw 2 cards. Beep, beep. Also, it's 1 creature land, which is pretty cool. Probably play that next turn. Probably got more hedge maze. Probably wouldn't even play the creature land, but I like it right now. I like it. I end up just being like, oh, well, I guess I have 6 mana. Let me play that. Let me grab you. Let me cast you. Draw 2 cards. They aren't useful. So let's go. This guy, fight this. Swing in for 10 direct. And then we pass. And then just kill him. Could have even turned this into a real boy, but it's not worth it. Occasionally this will turn this into a 3/3, but it doesn't matter. We don't ever, I mean, I don't think we ever want 3 Beanstalk. We already mill ourselves, we don't want to mill out by drawing our bombs. Or by playing our bombs. Okay, so, next up is just 3, okay, this deck, not nearly complete, so I'm not playing it. So, Encroaching Dragonstorm seems cool, along with the Red Dragonstorm. Let me do beep, beep. So, this is pretty cool. I mean, this one seems pretty cool. Get a card from top. If it's 8 or less, cast it immediately. And then a dragon enters and returns to hand. So you cast the dragon and return this to hand, and then just keep doing that. Except I'm spending my uncommons on a different deck, and I haven't pulled any of this card, and I pulled 1 copy of this card, so it's a very bad deck. It's playing like this. So I'll open my hand and I'll see like 2 or 3 lands, and then 2 or 3 of these things. And then not many of these. Even though this looks physically more, that's because there's 4 of them in each. So just playing too many bad cards. In the final version, it'll be 4 of this, and then a lot less of these, because I won't need to. Because then I'll just find the good cards. Probably play 4 of this, but I don't own 4. I own 3. But like, this card stays in. This card, I don't know if it stays in. It's only really worth it because of this. Don't know. Right now, it's going to stay in for a while. This card's pretty cool because it's removal. This card is pulled, so it's in. It's fun. Also, I think I might have done math wrong, but I think the storm counts itself, which is unnatural, but, you know. This deck, we're also not going to... I mean, this deck, I had a challenge to do a bunch of blues spells for my daily events. So here's a bunch of draw spells. It's just like, it's right here. This is probably it. This, draw a card. This, draw a card. This, draw a card. This, replace itself still without drawing a card. This, draw a card. This, draw a card. This, draw a card, and draw a card later. This, find a card. It's like draw a non-land. This, draw a card. But you run out eventually ones. These ones are kind of already ran out. So here's Imperium Thopterist. Good card. This is draw a second, make a fairy. Why not? Here's just find a non-land. Here's make stuff cheaper, I guess. I ran out. And then here's put the whole hand back. Do it again. So you can just keep looping by playing. You play land every turn, just keep looping and hope you don't actually get killed. It's great. This one, it'd be nice if I had 2 of this, because then one can shuffle the other one back in the deck. Because while you have it, it's on the stack instead of in your hand or grave, so it doesn't go back. It'll end up in your grave afterwards. And this one exiles itself, so technically this can't be infinite. This on its own could be infinite. I mean, the 2 of this could be on infinite though. This is not worth it to play. This I'm willing to play though. This thing is a much worse version of a certain deck. A certain deck is this one over here. That's what these mainly are. Okay, cancel. This deck uses a bunch of things to mill my deck, or mill myself. Which, explore, just mill every turn, mill 2. To play these guys that are big and then cheap. It's like the blue-green one, but again. This. 2 of this, 4 of this. Except I don't have these, as you can tell from my money, even though I have the lands. So, I have a bunch of bad replacements for them, because you just need stuff. I didn't put in any, like, instant sorceries. I just put in creatures. So we have only 1 and 2. We have 3 of this. We have 4 of this. We have 3 of this. Here's just a guy. It has reach. It's good enough. This one I only have 1 of. I need 2. We have this guy. It's a 5-mana 8/8. And it also needs to can cycle it, so we can put in grave. This cycle it, put in grave. Cycle it, put in grave. Cycle it, put in grave. Cycle, put in grave. Cycle. These are knockoff cycling, but still. And then this one's not even in the deck, but it's probably gonna be stay long enough because it's good enough. It's a good enough replacement to this until I get enough. Okay, and then also the lands were bad replacements. This card not in the final version. This one not in the final version. Not in the final version. This one not in the final version. A lot, but it is still fun. It's fun when you're against a bot, because then you have time to actually cast a 6-mana 6/6. It's not bad at milling itself. It's not that bad at milling itself. Bad at doing it fast enough. This card's good. I have 3 copies of this now, because I just spent 2 mythics on it. Not just. See, look, the second one. So I'll play this. Deals 1 to their face. Doesn't really matter. What it is a tap lane. It tells me to play an untap lane next turn. Now I think I'm going to immediately play an Overlord, even though I probably shouldn't. Okay, take 1 in the air. Oh no. I think I have an unsummon, but I don't have anything I want to play. Play this, mill 4. Give me this. Okay, this creature costs less. So the problem is, no, it's only this. This can wait. The sooner I cast it, the sooner the impending cost can go away, and the sooner this can be a real boy. This is flying. I don't have reach right now. I'll cast. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna cycle this, get a swamp. I'll get this tap land swamp. And then I'll surveil 1. I don't need another beanstalk. I'll put that in grave, because I really want to land right now. And now since it's in grave, it'll make it this cheaper and this cheaper. That's the whole reason I'm putting the cycling ones in. Even though it'd be better just to cast good creatures. I'll play this guy. This guy can be unsummoned, which I don't mind about. This card, mill 3, get a land from among them. If not, it gets bigger. But I'll return a land from among them. I'll play this up to Beanstalk. Funny enough, casting impending this triggers Beanstalk, because it's still a 5-mana spell that's being cast. Or still has mana value 5 or greater. Same thing with this. Same thing with this. It's all trigger it. Okay, now the wording then. Let me cast this. Has an unsummon, which is the problem with the delay. Give me a land. Give me this land. There is also a card that's in the final version that's only a rare. I mean, that's a rare, so I have none of it. Called Lost of the Souls that cares about the permanents in your grave. I don't have that. So, I can exile lands without caring. Because I don't have things to care about creatures. I'll play. I don't have anything that play. Oh, I have this. This. Oh, wait, that's too many cards. Whoops. Oh, reach. I'm keeping you. It feels weird, but discard the millers, and then that's enough to make my things cost less. Okay, take 3. Ow. I'll play this because it's actually untapped. And then I'll play this. It draws a card. And it has reach. Swing for 5. It has done 5 damage. And it's a real boy. So when it attacks, I can mill 4, return on, and I'll get Avatar. Currently, I don't have a good one, and maybe just Moltender. Probably just Moltender. This thing can discard a card. Pretty nice. It's good combat. I'll swing with both of these guys. Trigger mill 4. Give me this guy. This guy's funny. Also can give a guy trample. Or no. Let's go just damage. Alright, I'll cast this. I'll cast this. Hey, look, it's the 2-mana one. Let me just you discard a card. I'll play a swamp. Yo, it's time to explore. Store the Explorer. Put that guy in the grave. Yo, is this guy only 1 mana now? This card can still just give something indestructible. So I do have a protection spell. Fortunately, he doesn't have any indestructible in him. I'll just pass. I'll discard a card. Goodbye, you. I don't need you, know my sins. There's only 22 cards in deck, so it makes me worried about how low I'm getting. But oh well. Let me leave you back, just because I don't want to. Simply nothing bad will happen. Okay, so now this card. I'm giving this thing trample. +2/+2, trample, indestructible. Oh no, not damage. Oh no, not damage. Kill this man.
Want to play again?
That is the match of decks I have. Is the format I play. I mainly like playing against the bot, but I will still play competitive to get some progress, because once you get higher up, it actually matters what you play. It doesn't really matter at low, which is why I am ranked gold. Gold isn't that high compared to like diamond, with other thing that is high, and especially master. But I enjoy it. That's what matters. Let's usually play this sometimes. This or this. Yeah. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Catch you all next time. See ya!